everybody on YouTube. It's your boys, the Memphis XLR8,
and your boy Alta,
coming back at you with our New Year's Q&A especial. I am your host, the Memphis XLR8, as I have just stated. Joining me today, of course, is my illustrious co-host, the Memphis XLR8 Alta.
Yeah.
Who, through the magic of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, dimensional magic, whatever you want to call it, we're both in the same room, the same computer. It works somehow. There might be a little lag. There might be a little lag here and there, but it's all good. It's all good. We got some questions from you guys, the fans, and we're going to be answering those questions today.
Looks like I got some good ones there.
I would say we do, Alta. We do have some pretty dang good questions here today, and we're going to be doing our best to answer these as they go.
Well, we got a lot of these things, man.
Let's get started into it. Our first question today comes from our boy, Spicy Boy, who asks, you've been forced to go back and become monkey. You have the options of either being a Neanderthal during like the Ice Age, or becoming a big, chunky orangutan in the modern era. Which do you choose?
I think it really depends on whether I have my mental faculty or not.
That is true. It's like, if I know I'm me,
yeah,
do I go one or the other? I would say Neanderthal either way, because I'd rather be the guy who can, like, do stuff on his own, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be, like, just a monkey in a forest, because in modern day, people poach orangutans and stuff. So, if I'm just a big chunky monkey in the woods, yeah, I'm funky and free. But there's a bunch of sweaty poachers coming to, like, shoot me and cut up my balls, or whatever people poach orangutans for. I'd rather just be, like, living on the edge as a Neanderthal man. Have like a 10-inch tall forehead or whatever, Neanderthals had. You know, they had funky people. There's some funky people back then.
Indeed they were. I gotta say, I would want to be just like running around catching mammoths and stuff. That just sounds like fun to me. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, so I would say that, yeah, definitely Neanderthal is the way to go there. 100%. Number 2 question is from Eric Breeze, who asked, if I wasn't doing YouTube, what would be my dream job?
Ooh.
I would probably just want to do nothing, win a lottery. That's my dream job.
Everyone wants that. Come on.
I mean, that's the dream. It's just like do nothing. But okay, but in all honesty,
come on.
I don't really have a dream. I mean, I had dream jobs as a kid to go like explore the world, adventure. Archaeology always looked like a fun thing, just to go dig up holes and find stuff. That would probably be like what I'd want to do as like a dream job, like go explore and you know all those like those shows where people like looking for like cryptids and stuff or lost civilizations and stuff like that. I would like to do that. That would be cool. Unfortunately, you need to have like big old bachelor's degrees and things for that, or master's degrees or things like that, and lots of money, which I've never had either of those things. So not really an option, but I would say something that lets me travel and explore the world and find out cool stuff would be a dream job. Or if I just won the lottery and I could just like go fishing, that would be cool too.
Like Jeremy Wade?
Yeah, not quite like him, but you know, in the sense that I'm just like go fishing. I like to fish. What can I say?
Boom! Fishing sucks.
It's not boring. Don't call it boring. You just don't get it. You just don't get fishing, man. You just don't get it. All right, so for this next question, we got Spicy Boy again. He's got like 3 questions, so we got to go for the second one now and the third later. He asked, which character deck from GX do you think was better than it was portrayed? Should have realistically won more than it did?
I mean, it's really the duelist that makes the deck, not the other way around, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's really more the characters. If I was going to say who should have won more, based on the decks that they had,
not Jaden.
That's hard. I don't remember everyone's like win-loss ratio. I definitely think Jaden should have lost more duels. That's me. If I was going to pick a character who deserved to win more, I would have liked it if maybe Chumley won a duel, because he didn't win like any duels.
It wasn't his thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like his thing to win the duels, but I would have liked it if he had like won a duel. But if I had to pick somebody who should have won based on their deck, I would say maybe Professor Crowler. No, what wasn't Crowler? What was it? Yeah,
Crowler.
Professor
Fancy
the fancy one. I think it was Crowler. wasn't it? I think it was the ancient gear
Yeah,
guy.
that's what it
Yeah,
was.
he should have
Fancy
won
old
more
pal.
duels because ancient gears are pretty dang beefy. He just didn't get to duel very often, and like he lost so many games.
Yeah, he lost
I think he won like two
like half the games
that I
he
can
played.
think of. He beat Chumley and he beat Bonaparte, and that's like it.
Yeah, I think he like lost way too many duels.
Yeah, so I definitely say that Crowder deserved like a couple more wins here and there. I would have also like that Tarzan guy to have beaten Jaden, but that's just me not liking that duel ever. I never liked that particular duel. He definitely should have won that one. So we'll go with the third question a little later, because that's going to go with Mr. Exy here. They basically have the same sort of question. So let's go next into Levi Stories, who has 5 questions for us. Yeah, 5 questions. So we'll answer the best we can. Some little personal things here, but we'll see how it goes. So question number 1, what happened in the craziest dream I've ever had? All right, Arthur, how about you go first?
The craziest dream I ever had is I dreamt that I was a sheep.
You dreamed you were a sheep.
I did. I dreamt I was a sheep grazing in the fields.
Okay. I mean, okay, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Don't you rag on my dream, boy.
Okay, so me personally, this is more of a nightmare than a dream.
Oh.
But I guess it's basically the same thing. I do vividly remember this one from my childhood. So I had this dream once where it was from like Batman is in a sewer. He's on like some kind of like little like high-rise like pedestal thing. I'm not sure what he was doing down there, but he's kneeling on the ground and he's holding up a chain, like a length of chain. It was like dripping. I guess there might have been blood on it or something. He's going like, no, no, no. And then all of a sudden the platform he's on, it breaks apart, right? It breaks apart and he falls into the water. Robin comes swooping in and he's like, Batman, no! And he lands on this platform and then it's like these 3 like blocks on this platform, right? And a purple beam shoots out between 2 of them and like it zaps Robin and he flat out disintegrates. He flat out disintegrates. And then the 3 blocks jump on top of each other and they turn into a badly drawn mummy. Like even in the dream, it was like a badly drawn mummy and it goes right? And then it just like it disassembles back into blocks. 2 of the blocks landed like on the platform, the 3rd like fell in the water. And then I woke up.
You is a weird guy, I have to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty nutty dream. I don't know what I was on, but that one was big when I was a kid, okay? It was a really big thing. So, that's the craziest dream I can remember. Anyway, number 2, which historical figure would you like to meet? Modern day, I would say Queen Elizabeth. I would have really loved to meet that lady. She seemed like a pretty interesting world leader. As well, I'd love to meet George Washington, because I'd like to tell him about how America's, like, electorals and like how our government turned out, so we can do better. We can do a little bit better. Encourage people better, Washington. Come on, man.
Come on, Washington, make America great for once.
I'm just saying. Well, the 2-party system is just a horrible mess. It should never have been. Should never have been that way. I'm just saying it right there. So that would be mine there. Okay. Number 3. What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of everything.
So?
I know, personal question, that one.
A little bit.
I mean, it's the last, it's the last, Q&A before the last season, 100 days and things like that, so it's a big one, so I'll just say, we'll answer the personal ones as much as we can. As a personal fear of mine, I guess I'll just be honest, I have a fear of heights. It's not like a like if I'm in a plane, it's like nothing. I don't feel anything. I get a little weird if I'm like up on the roof. It's like I get a little unsteady on my feet. That might just be because like roofs are like tilted. Like if I'm up on a high rise or something, I don't feel anything. It's more of like how my footing goes. What do we have next? Question number 4. If you go anywhere on Earth for a trip, where would that be?
Hawaii, to see all the hula girls. That's where I want to be at.
I mean, Hawaii does sound pretty nice. I imagine it's very touristy, though.
Absolutely, but you gotta get over these things.
Yeah, it's for my. Let's see. Oh, honestly, I did go to Ireland with my brother, so I'd love to go to like maybe Scotland, get a little compare and contrast,
Yeah.
see why Ireland's better.
Oh, shots fired!
Yeah.
Shots
Little
fired,
shots.
baby!
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll say it right here. I'll say it.
Give him the salt.
So yeah, Scotland would be cool. Go hunt for Nessie. Why not? Go jump in the loch.
Pretty sure you die if you do that. It's pretty cold.
I mean, yeah, you probably freeze to death trying to swim in the loch. I think that's like an actual like problem with looking for Nessie. Has always been the water's too damn cold. So I don't know, but still, I would like to just try Scotland out and just see how much different it is. And
Yeah.
you know, just a Europe. I prefer going to a European country for the most part. Maybe like Japan or something if I learn a bit more about like the do's and do nots of going to Japan. I wouldn't want to go to like China or like anywhere in like, the Orient not to be rude about it. But my brother went to like Vietnam one time, and the Vietnamese are not the nicest folk to like, you know, foreigners, specifically like Americans.
Racism
It's kind of a thing, but you know that's just my take on that. And last question: what past actions do you look back on with disdain for the choices you made? Almost all of them.
Same.
I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but I have a lot of regrets about a lot of things. I have a bit of a personality thing. I guess it's a defect, you could say, that
probably.
I will like say something or do something and it doesn't have like an optimal outcome, and I'll just like hang on to it and regret it. And I have actual bigger regrets. I'm not going to go into them because that's like very personal there, but I try to do better every day. But I really hang on to like the sins of my past.
Yeah.
And they're not all like big sins. I haven't like, I don't know, I haven't committed tax fraud. I haven't jaywalked. I haven't like I haven't like destroyed someone's career, or I haven't like hurt people. I have accidentally hurt people before. But I wouldn't, like, most of my regrets are from like tiny things, like I said up instead of down in a conversation or something like that. It's a lot of petty things just piled up. So I have a lot of regrets, and I live with my regrets. I just kind of keep trying to do better, you know?
All you can do sometimes, man. All you can do.
Absolutely not. They totally deserve it. 100%. 100%. I do regret that they are
calling
stinky, but
stinky, though.
I don't regret telling them. It's called honesty, Arthur. It's called honesty. You know, that's something you and I just agree with. It's like, be honest with people, you know? I mean, don't be rude about it. I wouldn't. It's called stinky that you know personally rude. I'd say it'd be rude if I didn't know them and I called them stinky. All right, Alter, this one's perfect for you, I think. We got our good boy, the JRPG King, or Games, or whatever his channel's called now, who asks, why can't you go back to the way it used to be? Setting or summoning an attack monster, laying down some traps, face down, playing spells. Why the game had to be negate, hand trap an opponent out of the game. So basically, why is Yu-Gi-Oh the way it is now?
Well, the main reason that Yu-Gi-Oh is the way it is now is because people are inherently just kind of greedy. You know, everyone wants more than they already have. People just want to keep winning and winning more. Yu-Gi-Oh has just been this arms race for like years and years. You know, steadily building up from the good old days of T-Set Pass. And now it's like you need to put as many Omni Negates and Interrupts on the board as humanly possible. It's a mental problem. It's a mental thing that people just can't get around, the idea that they don't have to win the card game to enjoy the card game, you know? And unfortunately, I think Yu-Gi-Oh's like too far gone to actually change anything about that. You know, Konami's not going to make the cards weaker. People aren't going to buy them or nothing. They're a company. They're trying to sell shit. So it's about changing people's perspectives. The only way to go about it. It's just people are so ingrained into the mentality, it's not going to happen anytime soon.
Hey, that's pretty well said, Alter. It's just it's a matter of how people perceive the. You know, greed is one of the worst sins of them all. It's just everyone wants more than they already have, and in a competitive sort of game, everyone will take that advantage. You know, it's pretty bad, and that's why I prefer the streams when I play Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, I get to play against people who. I mean, some people just want to win the game. for sure. But some people just want to have a good time, you know?
Exactly.
And it's a good opportunity for me as well to just kind of play the game however I want. And if I win, I win. I lose, I lose, you know? There's certainly days I'd like to win more, but that's just like, depends on what's happening. If I'm testing or just dicking around, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You just got to do it.
All right, and now the last question, which is a pair of questions, because we had like a couple people asking this question, because obviously it's a thing.
Community there.
We had Spicy Boy and our boy Exy, both asking, what are the plans for the future? You know, the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Is coming to an end of this, you know, coming January to April season. We got plans. What is the plan to do? What comes next?
Action, boy?
So, a lot of things to do and to say here. So, first off, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not ending. I mean, we're still going to be doing replay videos here and there. It's just going to be... A lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Content is going to be shifting more towards, like, the Card Talk show, because I don't want to talk YouTube, like, statistics and things, but Card Talks does a lot better than the replay videos.
Get some likes.
You know, people like to see that there is... It's like they like to see the edits, they like to see the discussion, to talk about the decks, things like that. In terms of like non-Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, well, thanks to Exy actually, because I still have that library of games. He sent me like last Christmas.
Like
I still got a whole bunch of games to play, right? We got things like, let me just bring up my folder real quick because I see all the things. We got Talisman, maybe not Talisman. We got like Symphony of War. We got Planescape, Pathfinder. And we got Icewind Dale, the Intensity. Like, a lot of games that are going to be like shorter than Baldur's Gate, but like in a similar vein to Baldur's Gate.
I'm good for like that Sir Memphis dude.
Yeah, I would say that Sir Memphis is probably good for a lot of these, because there's like some medieval themes here and there. So I think he'd have a good time doing some live streams of that.
On the internet.
You know, I think people would enjoy that as well. And so that's definitely going to be a thing. You know, just live stream. You know, I'm going into like, I'm going to be trying to go into like full-time work, so it's going to be like hard to do more than one stream a week. Very difficult.
Gotta get that money, man.
Do what we can do. You know what I mean? And some streams might have to be during the day. Just set up the computer, let Sir Memphis, when he's about, just stream the game for a little while. That sort of thing. Because I still gotta like play with the guys, you know, maybe Shimario, Necro, Exy, doing the stuff. Honor mode, Baldur's Gate at some point in the future, just games in general. So that's definitely a thing. Pokemon, in terms of like rival locks and things, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really want to challenge Necro to continue that log. I want to start over. People have given me a lot of flack for what happened in our rival lock, and I still stand by the fact that I'm pretty sure Mold Breaker was broken in that game, because I still can't find a reason why it ignores typing. It's supposed to ignore abilities, but not typing.
I agree.
But maybe that's just something in Insurgents. I don't know. But I'd like to start over again if Necro's willing to. Just continue the rival lock. I don't care if I lose to him somehow. I still don't believe he can beat me. So I would like to try to continue that, you know? And I could try to keep doing it during the 100 days. I mean, who needs sleep, am I right?
People do.
Okay, yes, humans do need sleep. But I don't. Because I'm built different. I don't need no sleep. But yes, I would like to do that as well. You and me, Alter, we were going to try a rifle lock too, right?
That's right. Do some shenanigans with the Pokemon Radium or whatever.
Exactly. We were going to do that little rival lock of a certain Pokemon fan game that happened to get an update. I also have to do my off-screen grinding of Pokemon Terra Nova to get ready for doing that challenge again. It's just going to take a long time with everything that's going to be happening, but I do need to start work on. I think I'm gonna do just like a little bit during the 100 days, and then just as we go. I don't want to say it's gonna be wait until next Christmas for Terra Nova, but it might be close to that depending on how it goes. Because I gotta like figure out every good Pokemon in that game, grind up a whole team of each of one of them, plus extra, plus the. I mean, luckily there's still a bunch of glitches in that game from like past versions I've saved on the computer, so I can dick around with that and get some things faster than others. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing. Some Pokemon, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action skits. You know, I have a nice new phone stand from Christmas, so definitely want to do some stuff with that. Nice. I definitely want to have some more live action skits with Sir Memphis, Spooky. maybe Crazy Evil
Maybe not
Memphis, because I
Crazy.
never do
I
anything
think that's a
around
bad
here,
idea.
but I would like to do that as well.
Okay.
And yeah, just like stuff like that in general. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh is still like a cornerstone of this channel. It's not going away, but with just the way the head of the game is going, it's gonna be like a little less in terms of like replay action and more in terms of discussion action. I'd really like to record my rant sort of thing on like Monarch players. That's kind of a thing I want to do. And we'll see how, you know, I just want to get that doing. But other than that, you know, live action stuff, keep up with the Pokemon, and I'll have a whole bunch of RPG games to play. Also, I was on Steam the other day. I actually got a copy of Borderlands 2 with all the DLCs and stuff for $15 because it was on like 93% markdown.
That's crazy.
That is an insane deal. So in preparation for Borderlands 4, I'd like to play a little bit of Borderlands 2. You know, because I always found that Borderlands 2 is like the best one.
I agree.
Not to rant too much on Borderlands 3. It's just like the villains don't hit as
Handsome
hard.
Jack superiority,
Don't hit as
man.
hard. And as for Spicy's other comment on like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness coming back, it all depends on how work goes. I mean, I still expect it to slow down in the winter time, even if I am like a full-time thing. But if it is possible, we could try to do it in December. You know, it's a little different, but kind of like just change it up a bit.
We're gonna call it Cabin Fever now.
No, Arthur, we cannot keep changing the names
Yes,
of
we
shows. Arthur,
Yeah.
Arthur, we're not changing the name of the shows.
Cabin Fever.
No,
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Cabin Fever.
Stop.
Yes,
We're not
that's what
doing
we're
these
doing.
things.
Yes,
We're not
we
doing.
are. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right, but yeah, that's my take on that. Content shifted, but still the core is the same. The core will be the same. All right, so I think that's everything,
Think
right?
so,
That's
yeah.
all the questions we had, so that's good. So yeah, nice questions. Really appreciated that. So thank you everybody for joining us for our Q&A, our biannual Q&A. We'll be seeing you guys again in April when we do the post 100 days Q&A that we always do. Alter, you have anything else to say to the people at home?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
You freaking shell. Okay. Okay, but for real, Alter, for real.
Thanks for stopping by. You're a bunch of lovely people.
And I'm grateful that the people we have do appreciate you, Alter. Even if the majority of YouTube thinks that a guy on a mask is like a weird thing, you know, just look at VTubers. They're technically wearing masks if you think about it.
Think about it.
If you think about it, so it's not that weird. Okay, give people a chance. But yeah, always happy to have you here, Alter. You and all the other boys. So, thanks again for watching, everybody, and we'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow for the commencement of 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Our premiere show. One last time.